Hello everyone, it's Jen from Old Tinkerer Studio. In this tutorial, we will be learning how to make a procedural rust texture in Blender 2.8. So let's get on with the tutorial. Under the shading workspace, add a bump node. Plug the normal output of the bump node to the normal input of the BSDF shader. Let's briefly look at the bump node. The normal output is the standard output that connects to another node, in this case our BSDF shader. The invert option inverts the bump mapping, placing the displacement into the surface instead of out of the surface. The strength option allows you to set a strength between no bump mapping and full bump mapping. The distance option is a multiplier for the height value and controls the overall distance for bump mapping. The height option is the value that gives the height offset from the surface. The normal input is the standard input that connects to another node. So go ahead and change the strength to your liking. I'm going to change mine to 0.3. Add a noise texture node. Connect the color output of the noise texture to the height input of the bump node. Let's look at the noise texture node. The factor output is the value of the fractal noise. The color output is the color with different fractal noise in each component. Dimension is the dimension of the space in which the noise is evaluated. The vector input evaluates the noise. If the socket is not connected, it defaults to generated. The scale option scales the base noise octaves. The detail option determines the number of noise octaves. The roughness option determines the roughness of the noise. Values below 0.5 result in a smoother noise, and values above 0.5 result in a rougher noise. The distortion option determines the amount of distortion. Change the detail to your liking. I'm going to change mine to 12. Make sure you have the Node Wrangler add-on active. Select the noise texture and hit Ctrl-T to add a mapping and texture coordinate nodes. Disconnect the texture coordinate node from the mapping node. Connect the object output from the texture coordinate node to the vector input of the mapping node. The object output uses an object as a source for the coordinate. Now add a color ramp between the noise texture and the bump node map. We will use the color ramp node to make smoother areas on the texture. As we move the white color stop to the left, you can add a smooth surface to the texture. I'm going to put mine at position 0.459. Now, in order to make the smoother sections of the texture a bit less smooth, add another bump map. Connect the normal output of the new bump map node to the normal input of the original bump node. Add a second noise texture node. Then connect the color output of the second noise texture node to the height input of the second bump node. Then change the scale and detail of the second noise texture to your liking. I'm going to change my scale to 30 and my detail to 12. Then change the strength of the second bump node to your liking. I'm going to change mine to 0.06. Now add a second color ramp node. Connect the color output of the color ramp to the base color input of the BSDF shader. Then connect the color output of the original noise texture to the factor input of the second color ramp. Click on the plus icon to add a third color stop. Click on the new color stop and give it a red color. I'm using the hex code of B7200E. Add a fourth color stop between the black and red color stops. Click on the new color stop and give it a light orange color. I'm using the hex code of B7410E. Move the two center color stops as well as the white color stop to achieve the desired look. Changing my position of the orange one to 0.423. Position of the red one to 0.468. And the position of the white color stop to 0.536. If you're interested in learning more about 3D art and animation, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.